Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We're sitting here on Wednesday, June the 1st, 2022. Had a 4-day weekend. I did. Just went back to work today. It's always just so much excitement and fun. But I sort of like to work, so it turned out great for me. Got some ammo, some new stuff I wanted to bring to the channel here. Found out here about an hour ago, there's a place in Louisville, Kentucky making ammo. Bluegrass Ammunition. That's as cheap as I've seen 9mm. I think I touched on that the last time. I was getting some Blazer brass ammo. Blazer brass ammo for $19.95, which is really good. It was 124 grain too, so probably a little better deal than this. This is 115 grain, good looking ammo, brass case, full metal jacket. We always talk about over penetration. Probably wouldn't carry this in my weapon to be out in public for personal protection, but I'm sure to be really good range ammo. And I've really racked up on some ammo here over the weekend. Kind of what I was wanting to talk about here also. But yeah, this full metal jacket, 9mm Luger full metal jacket, 115 grain. I'll take it. Made in the USA. bgmo.com. Visit bgmo.com. I'm going to be checking that out. I think Saturday morning I got a couple of boxes of this same old stuff I've brought on the channel I don't know how many times. They actually had some at Walmart. It's 848 25 round box now, and I've touched on that if you've seen any of my videos. I found a treasure. Haven't seen a box of 30-06 ammo. I've got a Savage 30-06 deer rifle that I've had since I was a teenager. No, early 20s. About got carried away there. I might have been a teenager. I'm going to say right around 20. I've had it for 30 years. Kind of getting old. And of course, I've bought ammo for that. I got to looking here, and I had 3 full boxes and a parcel from another box. And this is a gun that you don't really shoot a whole lot. But anything I don't see for years, and I haven't seen any 30-06 ammo for years. They had one box on the shelf at the local gun store here in London, Kentucky. They had one box. I have seen 270 like twice in the last 2 years at Walmart. Haven't seen any 30-06. The guy at the gun shop told me they got 2 boxes of this in, and I paid $40 for that, and that really hurt me bad. I mean, you talk about squeaking. It hurt me all over buying it. But what do you do? What do you do, guys? What good's a 30-06? What good is a perfect Savage 30-06 in there without no ammo? So anyway, I got 20 more rounds now. $2 a round. $2 a round for 30-06 ammo. Thank goodness that's a gun you don't really fire much. It came with a factory mounted scope. I may do a little video on it here one of these days. But anyway, just what we got to deal with. I got another box of these 38 special. These are 125 grain bullets, 947 feet per second. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. It works through my Rossi lever action cowboy rifle. So I was pleased with that. Guys, this 223 ammo. This president we've got, this anti-gun. Actually, I'm gonna go farther than that. This anti-American administration, this anti-American Congress, this anti-American Senate. 536 people run the country. Maybe 10 or 15 of them are anything less than an absolute, complete, and total corrupt crook. They're going to do something with this 223 stuff, guys. It's just, they've been itching, and the timing, it's going to happen. So anyway, I got a couple more. I picked up a couple of 20-round boxes of 223 ammo. This was, well, that was priced. I thought this was $12.99 at the gun shop down at Corbin. Well, between London and Corbin. I can't beat that right now. It's the cheapest I'd seen it in a while, so I've got 2 boxes of that. Don't know what's going to happen with AR-15s. These crazy people that believe everything they see on TV. I picked me up 2 boxes of 20 gauge slugs. I've got a video in mind to do if I could only have one gun. And I keep wrestling back and forth with what gun that would be, is why I haven't done it actually. But it would possibly be my 20 gauge Turkey Thug Mossberg. I think it's a 500, but it might be a 590. It's a top of the line Mossberg shotgun, 20 gauge pump. That might be the one gun. If I could only have one, that might be what I would take. It came with a super full choke, which you can really reach out there when you got that set up for squirrel hunting, whatever you're after. And then I also bought a cylinder bore screw-in choke for it to where I can shoot these slugs through it. That's a really versatile weapon. You take that right there, that is a really versatile weapon. But we're talking about that in the video. But these were $6.99 a box. And I had actually picked some up at Walmart a little cheaper. It was 12 gauge though. Not much cheaper though. It was like $5.99. 20 gauge. 20 gauge ammo vanished there for I don't know how long. At the local gun shop, I saw these. I don't know how you pronounce this. Fiochi. I've bought a ton of their ammo, and it's always been good. I'm gonna say Fiochi, and I'm gonna stick with that Fiochi with that pronunciation. I didn't go to college. Imagine that. I've made a living. I've lived good now. I'm 51 years old. Drive new cars. Got a nice home. Put a little money in the bank every week. Give donations. I mean, lived a fairly decent life. Ain't rich. Have to work every day. These things I want that I can't have, but I really haven't done without much that we need. Didn't go to college, and I made it. You don't hear that much. You don't hear people. They don't want people to think about things like that. And at the same time, I know a whole lot of people that's went to college for 7, 8, 10 years, and they're still don't have anything, don't own anything in this world except they're in debt head over heels. Another story too, though. But yeah, we opened these ammo up and looked at them, and it's clear. So that was just a deal for me right there. I sold it. I said, well, I love that. You could actually see the shot. You know, that's one of the greatest mysteries. You get talking to people that's hunted for years, and they ain't got a clue about shot, about the sizes of it, and it just amazes me. You know, you talk to people that have been die-hard, old guys that was die-hard number 5 12 gauge high brass shot was all they'd squirrel hunt with. And then you get talking with them and they ain't got a clue if 4 is bigger or smaller. It's funny how people are. And I'm not saying that in a negative way about these people. It's really comical to me how people are so stubborn and set in their ways and stuff. And I like it. It gets me tickled. I'm talking about these older guys. The older guys, the older generation is fantastic. All older people are just cool as hell. There's always exceptions, but on the grand scheme of things, usually the old dudes are cool ones. And then the great treasure I got. In the last 3 days, I have got 200 rounds of this at Walmart. This costs $34 out the door at Walmart now. That's about $8 more than it used to be just a few short months ago. But I've not had much 20 gauge, and I would love to have number 6 shot. I don't really care about the high brass. I mean, this low brass shotgun shells is pretty good stuff. But I would prefer high brass. Of course, it's be a little higher. But this is 1,200 feet per second, and you know, a shotgun is not something that you're going out there a long way with. It's not like that is totally adequate. And plus, I always touch on this would be great for home defense. So if it did come down to a situation where, heaven forbid, they come and start trying to do gun buybacks or whatever, I don't think they'll ever take shotguns. They might. I would be surprised, but somewhat. But no, really, on the other hand, nothing would surprise me with the decline of the America that I've seen in the last 15 years. This pollen is crazy today. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. This is some really versatile ammo. I mean, this is great for some small game. It's certainly not preferred for squirrel hunting, but if push comes to shove, you could kill a squirrel with this. You just have a little work digging the shot out. You know, if you was going hungry, that wouldn't be no problem though. But mainly, this would be, of course, this is great for shooting skeet. And I don't know if I'll do any of that here for a while, just because of the ammo problems that we've had and the price increases. But I might. It's really a lot of fun. But going back to, you can load your shotgun up with this. And this is some pretty potent stuff in a good 20 gauge shotgun, pump shotgun, or something that you can really throw the rounds through. You can really defend you and yours with that right there. Pretty good. Um, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over some ammo stuff. That kind of has become a focus on my channel, sort of, is ammo, what we're up against today. I think this is going to be a battle for the rest of my life. I think we're going to struggle with ammo and gun rights and things. Unless, the only thing we'll fix is if we have a decade or more of extremely hard times. Extremely hard times. And to get that, all we need is for Democrats to win elections, and we'll have hard times. At first, it won't be hard on the people that don't work at things, the people on government programs. They'll continue to get their money and things as they have for a few years. It takes a few years for this stuff to get lined out. But if they get enough control in 4 or 5, 6 years, the money will start drying up, because the working people can't pack no more. Just can't do it. You just can't be taxed to death, and inflation killing us. So about 10 years of some hard times, and people will kind of pull. I mean, I don't make a lot of effort to be politically correct or to be nice, so I just kind of blunt. About 10, 15 years of hard times would get these people to pull their heads out of their asses and start looking at the world for how it is, rather than how MSNBC and NBC and Yahoo and all these websites and all these left-wing radical-owned media outlets that we see that and only that. They would start seeing that for what it is, and then things will go back the other way. Then we'll have a conservative movement. That's just the way it is. It's a vicious cycle, nonstop, up, down. I don't know if America can stand where we're going right now, though. I don't think Biden is so bad. I do not think the world will survive him. He is that bad. He is by far the most incompetent, treasonous, treacherous, dangerous, lying individual that's ever been in politics. I mean, when you're talking about politicians, you're talking about some of the scummiest people on earth. He makes them all look like they're saints. He is that bad. It's like he's missing something. He doesn't have a conscience. See, he could be a serial killer or anything. He could do that and it wouldn't bother him. I really believe that. A man that can lie, a man that is an habitual liar like he is. I mean, I could do a video and go over 100 major lies this man has told that is just bold-faced horse crap. And he thinks that if he says something, it's true. And how anybody in the world voted for him, and I've got friends, I know intelligent people that voted for him. And I've never talked to any of them and got a logical reason why they voted for him. It's always the dumbest stuff. And then you get talking to them in detail, and they're against everything he's for. They know that. But they voted for him mostly just because they didn't like Trump. So it's another reason why I'm skeptical about Trump running again. Of course, I think they stole the election by far anyway. But the media has been so effective in turning people against Trump. It's unreal. But anyway, getting totally off subject here. We're talking about ammo. How do you talk about politics? Nobody wants to talk about politics. Ain't nobody want to talk about politics for the last 50 years, and that's why we're where we are today. That's why we are in the shape we're in today, because people would rather talk about their ball games or anything that affects their wallet, like this ammo, for example. People will talk about that, and they'll really complain and gripe about it. Nobody don't want to talk about nothing that requires them to make any kind of sacrifice, or that's the least little bit unpleasant to talk about. And as I said, that's why we're where we are today. That's why we're that's why the United States is in the greatest decline it's been in my life. I was born in 1970. Guys, y'all have a great rest of the week. It's hot outside here in Kentucky. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to stay in the air conditioner, but I'm going to have to do some major grass cutting here the next couple of days. But I can handle it. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video. Oh yeah, we're going to have a video coming up here, a little bit of shooting. A little bit of shooting on the channel. Haven't had that. Very little, but we've got some. We'll do more of an in-depth look at the Taurus 605 and some different types of ammo that we put through it. But anyway, guys, see you on the next video. Take care.